This is going to be a quick video, by the way, where I'll be sharing with you a powerful mindset shift that I use to get almost every time my desired outcome of every situation, which is the law of assumption. Let me explain. Okay, guys, this powerful principle I just told you about, which is the law of assumption, I want to point out something very fast before we get into the video, which is that this principle can be applied into anything. Like if you want to transform yourself, if you want to get better grades, better physique, better uh, treatment from people, you just have to act like the person you want to be. Now, I'm not telling you to not put the work or something. I'm telling you to shift your mindset because we often come across people who are putting all the work in and trying very hard. Like, for example, in school, we all have that friend who studies very hard and puts a lot of effort into his studies, but in the end, he ends up attracting or getting a bad grade. So, this is where this principle comes into play. When we adopt the law of assumption and we assume that we will get the outcome that we desire, we will attract it naturally because our brain has the power to manipulate us into acting like the thing we want to attract. Like, for example, if you want to become a successful person, I just want you to act like a successful person. And to further clarify what I just said, is that when you act like a successful person, you will end up becoming a successful person. Why is that? Because when we act like a successful person, what would a successful person do in the situations where, for example, someone invites you to go out with them, to go do something stupid or something that won't benefit you in the long term? If you adopted the law of assumption and you assumed that you are a successful person and acted like them, you want to go out and you want to go with that person, because if a successful person was in your place, he wouldn't make that decision. So this is why this law is very powerful and will help us a lot to attract the things we want in our life. I want to point out something quick here. Sorry for cutting the video, but I wanted to add something that I forgot to mention, and I think that will cause a lot of controversy, which is that I'm not telling you to not put the work in. I'm telling you to put all your effort. But on top of that, you gotta assume the outcome you desire. Because effort without assumption equals failure. And I believe that when we put the effort and add assumption to it, like we put the effort and we assume that we will succeed, we naturally succeed. Because success is attracted throughout assumption, not throughout effort. Because as I said before, there are people who make a lot of effort and end up getting nowhere. This is because they don't utilize the law of attraction and the law of assumption to their advantage. When we use this to our advantage, I'm telling you that you will attract the success you want, because effort is not enough. Everyone knows how to put effort, but what will set you apart from others is assuming that your effort will have its fruit and will come with its success. Now, I want to close the video with a powerful example from history, which is Napoleon Bonaparte, who used to have this unshakable belief about victory, and every time he would go into battle, he would end up winning. And the secret behind it was the law of assumption, because he used to have this coin that he would flip like every time he would go into battle to see if he would win or lose. But the catch is, when they found his coin, they found out that it had only one side, which is head. It had head in the both side. So every time he would flip it, it would land on head, and he would assume that he would win this battle. And this did something very powerful to his mind, which is removing the possibility of failure, which pushed him to even go further and chase success. And this is the law of assumption. I want to also add here something. Napoleon didn't go into battle unprepared. He prepared, but he also utilized the law of assumption by removing the possibility of failure. He always ended up winning, and this is what made him this big historical figure with his unwavering success and confidence. Alright guys, that's about it for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you got any value out of this video, drop us a like and subscribe. And if you want me to talk about something specific or some problem that you have, just comment down below to let me know, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay hard.